Okay, I am going to thread my beads. I just thought I'd do a little video about how I thread my fabric beads. Just grabbing my beads here. So this is what I made. So how I did this one is I took strips of fabric and then I kind of did different than other people do it. I know a lot of people just roll them up and then they sew them or whatever. So how I did mine is I rolled the I'll show it in a tutorial sometime, but not right now. I just rolled it up. Each time I rolled it, I just put a little bit of glue just to hold it in place until I got it to this thickness, the thickness that I wanted. And so it had to dry. And then I added a little bit of paint to it on the top and bottom, and I added this word I am. So this one's going in this journal. So first thing I do is I make a little loop at the top here. I know there's a lot of different ways that people make fabric beads, and this is just kind of one way that I've done in the past. I mean, it's a really simple way, and like I said, at some point I will try to do a tutorial. So I just do kind of a loop like that, and then I before I thread it, I add a few beads. So let me see here. I think I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to start with some smaller beads. Let me see here. Just some brighter colors, and then I'm gonna go in with kind of looking for something like that, possibly, or like that, possibly. That's a possibility. Pink. That actually might be a nice one. Let me just see how that looks. Let me put one of these on, and then wrong way. Let's do this way. Doesn't want to go in. Come on. Okay. I just tested it before I put this video on, and now it doesn't want to go through. That is annoying. Okay, let's try to keep it straight. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, now let's see. One of these might be nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish off with a smaller bead again. I think I'll do a red one this time. And maybe one more. Okay. Those out of the way. I'm hoping I'm staying in frame. Okay, and then I do another loop, and then I do a little bit of a wind here. And then snip that off. And then you can hang a charm. So I'm gonna tie that on. This will be the first time I'm tying it on the bottom. I've never done it on the bottom before, but let's find a little charm for the bottom. Preferably a heart. Okay, so there's a little love heart. There's this heart. This one's got some stones missing on it, but it would still make a good. I think I might actually use that one. Now how to get it on. I think I'll need a jump ring. I think I'll use one of these to clip it on. What do you call these? Light bulb pins? I don't know what the proper name is, but that's what I'm going to call them. You could definitely add more on the bottom. And then I'm going to grab some kind of a ribbon or something. Possibly a ribbon. Or a piece of fabric, maybe, I don't know. Let me see here. Oh, this piece, oh, it's kind of coming apart though. Forget that one. It's kind of maybe this one. Let's try it out. It's not too shabby. I kind of like it. And then I'm just going to tie it on the bottom here. Like so. And I might just give this a bit of a trim. There. I am loved. I like that. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So now it says I am loved. So this is for my earlier, so I made a 3-part video on wallpaper junk journals, and so this bead, fabric bead that I made is going on this journal. So I'm just gonna start slowly adding things to it. So far what I've done in here is I've added this watercolor flower. So all I did was took some paper like this, and this is from a pattern, so it's instructions for making a pattern, and then I just added some watercolor to it. Then I stamped a flower shape using my archival ink, and then I cut it out, and then I glued the flower to the page. And then I took one of my whimsical faces, and same face as the front, and I made a mini little flower girl there. And then just did took my ballpoint pen and just did some of these loose outline around, and then I just wrote the word blooming here. So that's that page. Like I said, I haven't done a lot in here. I found this little moon sticker. I thought it was really cute, so I stuck it up there. Most of the pages have been sprayed with alcohol distress inks, and some have not. So there's my little mixed media page that I did in the last video I did. I added some paint on that page. I added one of those watercolor papers to here, but I used a circle punch this time, and then I just glued it on and did again with my pen around and added some scallops to that. So not a lot done. I added this kind of like border and this little bee punch out that I used to, it was actually on a piece of wallpaper, and then I just used my round scallop punch to punch out that bee and stick it on there. Then I took some of that same paper again, but with different colors, and I just glued it on here and framed it out. And I just added this sort of border, part of a border, and some of these flowers. I still have to stick some ephemera in here, which I could do that right now actually. Might as well make this a part 4 video of what I'm doing. So not here, we're gonna get the other ephemera. So here. Okay. So will that fit in there? No, but I'll put that on another page. We're just gonna stick some random stuff in there. So let's see what we have to add. I have to do another clean out of my ephemera because, yeah, I actually need more storage too to organize everything better. So let's see, here's some skunk mama and child, so we'll stick that in there. And let's stick a little kangaroo in there. There's like a funny guy on his bike. And here's a Beatrix Potter picture. And here is a whale, a beluga whale. Stick that in there. Okay. And see if any of these pictures are worth putting in. I don't know, I think I'm going to stick these in ephemera packs just to clear them out. I've been making like really cheap, affordable ephemera packs just to get rid of some of the stuff I have. Here's a feather. Stick one of those in there. And I guess I can bring this down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Some of this ephemera I want to keep for my own stuff, so that's why I need to like separate it. Do that one. Here's a really nice, pretty botanical. There's like a little bird and a vintage seed order form or something, or catalog. Yeah, order your catalog. Put a couple of these things in there. I want to keep that dragonfly. What else? What's kind of cute too? Yeah. I need to make some houses too. I think I put a house in there. A house. Here's a little woodstock guy. Oh, here's a nice tag. Put one of these in there. Which one should I put in? The little girl in there. There's like a little, I don't know if that would fit in there, but we could try it. It's a little ladybug. Definitely put one of these vintage cards in there. Put another one of these borders. I like to stick a couple borders in there just to get rid of those because I've got a lot of them. And they're fun to use in backgrounds and stuff. Okay, I cleared a lot of this out, but I still have so much to clear out. So more ephemera packs coming. If anybody's interested in some random ephemera packs, let me know because I am going to start making some more. Okay, so we'll stick these ones in there. Borders. Wallpaper borders. Stick this little guy in there. Oh, this one will fit, but let's try. Oh yeah. And there's this one. Get that little house in there. Here's another border that I partially painted. And let's see if we can get these ones in there. Not sure if they'll fit or not. That one should fit. This one should definitely fit. And this one will just stick on a page with some washi tape. Oops. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. Let's find a nice spot for this. Oh. There we go. Okay. So, and then we'll do the same thing with this little mouse guy. Where should I stick this one? Maybe right here. Take that other piece of washi. There. Then you can just use that for whatever. Okay. That's not bad. Like, I don't want to do too much in here. It's already pretty good. So the next thing I need to make is, or here, I picked out a card. These are the Teachings of Abraham Wellbeing cards that I found at a community charity garage sale. So I've been throwing them in junk journals. This one says, when I'm feeling good, I'm allowing good in. The way you feel is your indication of your vibrational connection to that which is your source. The better you feel, the better your connection. The worse you feel, the more disallowance to that connection. Nothing is more important than that you feel good, because nothing is more important than your connection to that which is your source. So I already made a altered paper clip that matches this fabric that's on the borders this journal. So there we go. So that goes in. And then I have another little paper clip to use for to add something else into the journal. So let me find another nice spot. And then we're going to add something in here. Where did I put them now? I just had them here. I think I covered them up. Let's see. There they are. So I have this, I bought 2 of these, one for my grandson and one for me, because I just thought they're so cute. I got them at a thrift store in Innisfil, the Salvation Army thrift store in Innisfil, Panda Corn. And the illustrations in here are just so adorable. I just love them. So I am going to add a couple, maybe not that one. We'll do this one. We'll do these 2. They're just so sweet. We're going to add these in somewhere. Where should we add them? Maybe here? There we go. So those are going in. Those will really make some fun journal ephemera. Now, the last thing to do, well, not the last thing to do, I also always add a sticker pack into these, but I like to keep those as a surprise, so I'm not going to share that on a video. But the next thing to do is to make a jumbo sized paper clip. So I'm going to do that in a separate video. And then the other thing I like to do now is make a miniature paper doll. So I'm going to cut a little dress that we are going to use. We're going to use this side to collage on. I'm going to peel off this one layer just to make it easier for whatever I stick on here for it to stick. That can go in the garbage. So there's our dress, and then we need some wings. Let's go back in here, and I think we'll do these wings. And then we need a face. So we're going to use one of my whimsical faces. Let's just use this one because it's one of the first ones I seen when I looked in there. And then we are going to use another piece of the scrap paper. Just going to peel this off. Am I still recording? Perfect. We're going to cut this face out. I have to keep an eye on my phones. I deleted a whole bunch of stuff on my phone, so hopefully that'll free up some of my memory. Okay, and then let's go add some of this clear Elmer's glue. I really like this glue. Works really great for different projects. Okay. Now we're just gonna use these ones. Cut this face out. This just gives the face something to, like, a little bit more what's it called? You know what I'm trying to say. You don't need that part. I'm just going to trim this. Now you could definitely make these dragonfly wings more of your own by adding more color or markings or whatever to them, but for the purpose of time, I'm just gonna do like a quick doll out of what I like, yeah, out of what I am. What am I trying to say? I'm gonna make a quick doll basically. Okay, so the next step, and before I start this, I don't know why I put my wallpaper this way. It's supposed to go this way so that when I make paint marks or whatever, this part gets all decorated and then I can use it in my junk journals. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is collage this dress. But I'm going to stop this video because I know it's going to cut off at 30 minutes and I'm going to restart in a new video. Okay, so let's just stop this for a minute and I'll be back in part 2 of this video, which will be the same video, so it won't really be part 2. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit. All right, now we are going to collage this dress. So I need to get some more Mod Podge. I'm getting really low. So we are going to just start adding some different layers onto this dress. So what are we going to do first? Let's do this one first. Okay, there is our first layer. I really like this one. It's got some texture on it, so I'll put that up there. And then I have this scrap that I had sprayed with some of those alcohol inks that I've been using. So I'm just gonna tear a piece off. Okay, next layer. Let's do, I like this one. And what's next here? Let's do this one. I like the purple in here. Do another layer. So this is got, I guess, kind of like a collage, right? Here's some like sort of neutral tone here. And then we'll put, I think I'll put this one at the top, right here. And then where did I just see one that I liked. I really like this rose. We already got some roses down here, but it's so pretty. Let's do a little bit right here. Okay, and we'll trim this all off. Let's see. Okay. Then we are going to take some maybe I cut a strip off there so I have a place to anchor my head. I think I might just trim this just a little bit here. Okay. And then trim this too. Like so, and then the wings go here. And of course we can ink all these things so that they pop. I think I got it backwards. Gotta go this way. This one goes here. Okay, so let's grab our ink. You can ink it or you can use like a Sharpie, black Sharpie, or acrylic paint pen works too. I'm gonna use one of my makeup sponges because I don't have one of those fancy tools that a lot of other artists have. I'm kind of a frugal crafter. If I can get it from the thrift store, I will. If I can get it from Michael's, I will. I don't typically order a lot of art supplies online, but I do it. And every time I see those like ink applicators, I cringe at the price, and I just can't bring myself to pay for something that I could easily buy from the dollar store for $1 or $2, right? Like these makeup sponges, they work totally fine. I've used them for years. Sometimes they disintegrate on you, but you just switch out and get a new one. So I kind of got more ink on there than I wanted to, but that's okay. Okay, there. Good enough. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish I could afford to buy. And I probably could, but then I would probably be broke if I did it. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. She's cute. Let's put a little bit more glue right here. Okay. And then we shall add our wings. They go this way, right? Or this way? I think they go this way. Okay. Gonna make a little heart on the back. I really love personalizing my junk journals for you guys, whoever purchases them. Let's wipe off any of that excess glue. There we go. Just gotta straighten the wings out a bit. Oops. There, I'm gonna let it dry. Stop messing with it, Shelly. Okay. Okay. Okay, another thing you could add on here is a word or phrase or something. Do I want to do that or not? I mean, there's a lot more you could do with this. Obviously, you could dress it up more. You could give her a crown. You could do some markings or paint. Let's see if you wanted to. Let me see. Where is my here's a metallic marker. You could do some dotting. That, but you're going to keep her kind of simplistic, and then whoever gets this doll can decide. And what I should actually be doing, which I didn't do on my last one, but I'm going to do on this one, is just stamp this with my logo. Art by the BT Mama. Okay. So she's got a dry butt. She's ready to be added here, but first, before I add her, I'm going to make a pocket for her. So I'm going to put a pocket. Where should I put a pocket? The front or the back? Should I put it in the front this time? Or the back? It's always fun, final surprise at the end. Maybe I'll put her back here. So we're gonna grab some paper. Let me see here. I need some good paper to make a pocket with. What about this one? Maybe a good pocket. Nice and sturdy too. It doesn't have to be a huge pocket. You could put it like that. That would fit perfect. So we'll grab our Mod Podge again. That's what we're going to use. And put on the edges on the bottom. We don't want it to get put too much here so that you can't get anything in. I don't. There. I'm just gonna grab my stapler and put that over top. All right, we're gonna let this dry, and then the last thing I'm gonna do to this junk journal, of course, is gonna add this girl into that pocket and make a altered paper clip. So I will do that in a separate video, and then you'll get to see how I do them. Blah, blah, blah. What was I thinking? Yeah, I think that wraps up this video series on Wallpaper Junk Journal. Officially. I thought it was going to be the last one in my last video in part 3, but this is going to be the last one. So this will be part 4 Wallpaper Junk Journal. Watch the rest of my videos to see how I construct my wallpaper journals and all that jazz. All right, talk to you guys later.